I ran one route, but Apple says one thing, Strava says another, Runna says something completely different. So which one is right, and does it matter? Now, if you've ever finished a run, felt confused, looked at your watch, saw a time, checked the app on Strava, saw a different time, different pace, then checked your Runna on the same route, and all three are completely different, you're in the same boat as me, and this video is for you. I'm not here to crown a winner of which app or my Apple Watch is best. I want to explain why the numbers differ, and if it makes sense to you, because it didn't make sense to me. So I run the same route, I use the same Apple Watch, it's the same run, synced on all three apps, the Apple Watch, Runna, and Strava, so there's no tricks. It's the same run, same distance, but we're going to dive into three different things, and we're going to look at them a little deeper. In distance, the Apple Watch is smoothing, Strava has GPS correction, and Runna pulls structured workout data. So all three are a little bit different. Small differences, but they add up over time as you're running. And then there's pace, instant versus average, paused versus moving time, and auto pause is different. So Strava and Runna and the Apple Watch, all three have different auto pause features. And this right here is where most runners start to doubt themselves, myself included, up until I started looking into some of this research. And the third thing is we look at elevation, barometric versus GPS correction, which varies, and why the heck do hills look steeper in one app? So none of these apps are lying. Let's talk a little bit about GPS smoothing. Now, if I pull up the definition of it, GPS smoothing algorithms such as moving averages, Kalman filters, or spleen interpolations, which no clue what those mean, but refine noisy GNS data to create a stable, accurate trajectory, removing sudden jumps or outliers caused by signal interference. These techniques are essential for correcting erratic positioning, ensuring smooth display on maps, and improving the accuracy of speed and distance calculation. Now, the Apple Watch Ultra has dual GPS, or dual band GPS. So that's why it's able to smooth as good as it does. Then you throw in Strava and its GPS correction, and it changes things up a little bit too, which is very interesting to me because my distance changes like crazy in Strava if I click GPS correction on the web version of it. And many people don't know that you can do that, but you go into your run, you click the three little buttons, and you can actually go correct GPS distance. And I figured that out because I knew I had run further than I did. So I checked it out, click correct GPS distance, and lo and behold, I actually did run further than I did. And it seems like Runna, for some reason, uses data. And I'm not completely sure if this is the case, but it seems like I run a little bit less with my Runna app when it's going. So again, all three varying distances, varying paces. And I've seen a lot of people out there that actually strap on more than one watch. I know a guy, Shervin Shares, he ran a marathon with 6 watches. So each one had a little bit of a different distance, a little bit of different pace. So you got to find what works for you and what you think is best, because they're all a little bit different. And then there's data interpretation, which I said is what Runna uses, which is varying. And it frustrates me because when I'm doing paces, I feel like I'm running faster, but the Runna app on my watch is telling me in my ear that I'm only going a certain pace. So it's very frustrating to say the least. So all three are answering different questions. When you need to find out which app is best for you, or if it's the watch, the Apple workout, depends on you. Apple workouts, clear data, simple, no social presence. Strava has community, segments, comparison, and then Runna gives you the training structure, gives you plan first metrics and progress over ego. Now Runna is owned by Strava, so they connect with each other, and you can sync all three, of course. But you got to choose whichever one works best for you. Now, I know 99% of the world who runs is using Strava. I hyped over to Runna, and I use them both coincidingly on my Apple Watch Ultra. So I'm diving into all three. But which one works best for you is for you. to decide. As I said, I'm not here to crown a winner. But again, like my last video, they all play a mental battle with you because you're looking for the pace. You're looking to chase that PB or PR. So metrics mess with your head. One app can make you feel worse, even when nothing changed. Key is knowing what problem you're using each app to solve. As I said, I use all three. Here's how I use them together to solve my mental struggles. Apple's the raw record. Runna I use for my training intent, so it gives me the program. I use it for all of the intentional workouts. In Strava, I just log everything. Every single thing I do, from running, walking, roller hockey, reffing hockey, I track everything, and it has, the ability to share and follow people and do all that other stuff. So that's how I use all three. I ask you, which app do you trust the most? Apple, Strava, or Runna? And have you ever had a run ruined by checking out the stats? Because I definitely have. So let me know in the comment section below. And if you made it this far through the video, thank you so much. Make sure you click that subscribe button because it helps the channel out a ton.